Hello and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, Brotherhood, Alliance or Ambition? What will eventually win in the Tamil Nadu polls? The political temperature is soaring each passing day while the NDA is expanding its family. The question is, will opposition be able to keep its flock together? The rift buzz between friends is refusing to die down. Apart from wooing the voters of Tamil Nadu, the ruling DMK, it seems, has got another headache this election season. The growing chorus of Congress cadre and leaders demanding for power sharing that is intensifying each passing day. The message from Congress workers on the ground is clear. They say can't remain friends without benefits. On the other hand, the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has made it absolutely clear that the DMK will form its own government. In an interview, he's asserted that DMK-Congress alliance is strong in Tamil Nadu and that both will fight the election together. The question of sharing of power in government does not arise now. Literally denying rumors of a rift, the Chief Minister also added that Rahul Gandhi considers him as a brother. The feeling he warmly reciprocates as well. The question, though, is can the High Command in the party ignore the messages of the cadre who have their ear to the ground? There are those who are now saying that 2006 was a mistake by the grand old party and 2026 is the time to share power. Before we begin the debate, let's listen in to who said what.
Congress party in Tamil Nadu, almost all the cadres, a vast majority of the cadre and leaders and functionaries think that it is time for the Congress party to be part of a government, coalition government in Tamil Nadu. It has been out of power for 60 years.
அனைவரும் திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்தில் இருந்தவர்கள் இல்லை. இப்போ காங்கிரஸில் ஒரு காலத்து 67 வரைக்கும் காங்கிரஸ் இருந்துச்சு, இப்போ வர முடியுதா? சொன்னால் அப்புறம் கோச்சிக்கிறா, கூட்டணி இருக்கா, ஒருத்தர் 2 பேர் இருந்துக்கிட்டு உயிரை வாங்கிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. இருந்துட்டு போகிறா, இருந்துட்டு நம்ம வேணாம்னு சொல்லலை, அது தலைவர் இஷ்டம். கூட்டணி ஆட்சிக்கு எந்த காலத்துலையும் கலைஞர் காலத்துக்கு கொடுத்தாரா? 110 100 சீட்டு தான் வச்சுருந்தார், கொடுத்தல. இப்போ எப்படி மெஜாரிட்டி இருக்கையில் எப்படி கொடுக்குறது? 150 சீட்டு மேலே திமுக ஜெயிக்கும், அப்புறம் எப்படி கொடுக்க முடியும்? தனிப்பட்ட முறையில் தளபதி தான் ஆட்சி அளிப்பார். நீங்கள் வேணுங்கிற காரியத்தை நாங்கள் தான் எந்த இப்போ கன்னியாகுமரிக்கு நான் போனேன்.
Second line leaders, ministers of DNK seems to be thinking that they are the high command and they have all the rights to take decision with respect to alliance. And their comments regarding Congress and which are derogatory in nature and repeatedly making such derogatory remarks against Congress. M.K. Stalin as a leader is not regarded by his own party men. And M.K. Stalin is not in control with his own party as well as the alliance.
Tamil Nadu, you have NDA alliance, which is Majboot alliance. It's an alliance with mission vision. And then you have this Majboor alliance, where Congress is Majboor because of DMK.
Newshour at 10, debate number 1, on Times Now, Super Prime Time. You're watching the Newshour.
For more on this, let's go right across to our guest. Joining us with us is Srikanth Karunesh, who's a state spokesperson of Tamil Nadu BJP. With us also is Dr. Anand Raghunathan, author. Jagdishwaran is a political analyst. Of course, he leans towards the DMK. And we have Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst, who leans towards the Congress party. Let me start first and foremost with you, Tehseen Poonawalla. Now, this is something that has been going on for some time now. We saw the controversy over debt. We saw the entire controversy over seat sharing. We saw the entire controversy over power sharing. But there is a section of leaders, it appears, in the Tamil Nadu Congress who continue to voice their apprehensions about how they want to be part of the power, the structure there in Tamil Nadu. But M.K. Stalin's made it absolutely clear. There's no question of power sharing in Tamil Nadu. It hasn't happened in the past 6 decades. So why is this being repeatedly aired by a section of leaders of the Congress party?
Good evening, Madhav. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's being aired because the Congress legitimately is a part of the India Alliance. Of course, in Tamil Nadu, DMK is the much bigger party. But the DMK or any Dravidian party, whether the Congress goes with the DMK or AIDMK, in this case, BJP is going with AIDMK, whichever Dravidian party Congress goes with will win. And it cannot win without the Congress party. So the Congress has a legitimate share, and like every other party, the Congress has the right to expand in Tamil Nadu. You may think its performance may not be good in other states, and that's fine. But in Tamil Nadu, the Congress is a vote adder, not a vote, doesn't depend on other parties. So I think it's fine if the Congress demands its power.
Is that really true? Would all your Congress leaders win the elections on their own without the support of the DMK?
No. No, it is, but it adds votes. Again, I absolutely agree. You need a DMK to win elections. Why would I say no?
No.
You do need.
Adding votes and needing
won't win
DMK
without
to
the
win are
Congress.
adding votes and needing DMK to win. Now, which takes precedence is the
Get
question.
2 seats.
DMK will say that it's because of us that you get even so many votes.
That's true. They're right. It's because of them they'll get a chunk of the votes, but a DMK won't cross the majority without the Congress votes. So if the Congress goes with the AIDMK, or hypothetically, it won't go with Vijay, but if it goes, I mean, the DMK will be in trouble.
That's again
So
a
the
claim that
Congress-
needs to be tested. So on those 2 counts, let me bring in Jagdishwaran. On those 2 counts, without the Congress, you will not cross the halfway mark. The majority mark is the first contentious claim coming in from Tehseen Poonawalla. Second is that we are part of the India alliance and we have a legitimate right to be part of the coalition, therefore. Respond to these 2 points, Jagdishwaran.
See, I would say the vote transfer is mutual, but if you ask me which takes precedence, if the DMK vote share is bigger, that gets transferred to the Congress. Yes, I would say if the DMK vote share is bigger, and that takes precedence. But see, for so many years, as you rightly put it, for past 6 decades, not just DMK, both DMK and ADMK, they are again sharing power when it comes to the state legislative assemblies. They have the motto called Matil Kutachi, Manatal Sechi, which means we'll share power in the center and we'll not be able to share power in the state level. That is what their motto is. That's what their ideological stance is, and that is how it is. See, Congress is wrecking up this because they have got a new player called Vijay TVK. So, and that is why they think this is the right time to pitch in, ask for sharing of power or ask for more number of seats. This is the right time for more negotiation.
I think we've lost that line there with Jagdishwar. We'll just try and, I apologize, we'll try and rectify that line at the very earliest. But let me quickly bring in some of our other panelists as well. Shrikant Karunesh, is this all happening because of the entry of Vijay? That Congress is appearing to take a position where it feels that it can now, threaten the DMK publicly and get away with it. Whether that will work or not is an entirely different issue.
Good evening, Madhavji and my fellow panelists, because I would like to state one thing, because DMK has a habit of eating their own alliance party members. In 2011 election, they gave 65 seats to the same Congress party, and later on, no, in each and every election, they have been reducing it. They came down to 40, and this time they will not even give 25. The Congress is begging for those seats. The Congress state is so pathetic even today. One DMK minister very clearly said, we don't need Congress at all, because Congress has been repeatedly, they are demoralized. They say they are excess baggage for DMK, and every minister is telling. And adding fuel to the fire in yesterday's meeting, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu has said, the competition is between Delhi and DMK, he said. Delhi and DMK. He didn't say India Alliance. Because he said NDA and DMK means he is not part of India Alliance now. DMK is believing in their own strength. They don't care at all for Congress. That is the pathetic state of Congress today here in Tamil Nadu. Because otherwise, he would have never said that. And today, all the Tamil debates, I attended 2 debates in Tamil and came here. Everybody is discussing this. Why Stalin has said it is between NDA and DMK. He never said Indian and India Alliance. He is not part of India Alliance now. He is also not willing to hold Congress with him.
Okay.
Secondly,
he may say, let's just go point by point, please. Let me bring in Tehseen on that important point. Tehseen, this is a very, very significant position that, Mr. Stalin has taken. And leave aside what the BJP spokesperson is saying. If Mr. Stalin is publicly saying that this is a fight between DMK and Delhi, or DMK and the NDA, it clearly shows that they do not consider Congress to be a very important ally at all, at least in the context of Tamil Nadu.
I quote the Most Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu verbatim. In another channel, Conclave, he said that. I won't name the channel. He said the relationship personally between him and Shri Rahul Gandhi ji, the LOP, is brotherly. The Congress-DMK alliance is extremely strong and they will contest elections together. He was very categorical. I'm quoting him verbatim. Anything else is subsequent, he'll say. Of course, the DMK will do its posturing. Of course, the Congress will do its posturing. But I'm again asking one legitimate question. Does the Congress have a right to demand to grow? I understand what my friend from the BJP is saying, that the Congress may be in a bad position or not a good position. That may be the BJP's position. The Congress believes it's in a position to grow. Ultimately, the Congress has a good number of MPs in Tamil Nadu. So the Congress wants to grow. It's a legitimate demand, and the 2 parties will negotiate.
At the mercy of DMK.
No, but the question,
President was kicked out at the mercy of AIDMK, Annamalai ji. The
No, no.
AIDMK's chief minister candidate asked Annamalai ji to leave because they're from the same caste. Annamalai ji has not been accommodated. So I understand the Congress concern, but sir, please look at BJP. Annamalai was held as a hero on social media, and rightly so, he did a good job for BJP, was removed unceremoniously. He was sent to do a study course abroad in the US. We all know why.
Okay, so this sort of coalition ally pressure is not unique to the DMK Congress alliance. It happens in all alliances. That's the argument coming in from Tehseen. Dr. Ranganathan, respond.
Good evening, Madhav, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Very briefly, couple of points. What Tehseen says is correct. I mean, it was, I would say it was very disappointing, if not outrageous, that someone as gifted, not just intellectually, but in terms of political, you can say capital, Annamalai, was removed. I think it was wrong. And whatever you may say, if at all the BJP has a future in Tamil Nadu, it would be because of people like Annamalai, not without them. So that's point number one. Point number two, I see my good friend Tehseen nodding at what I have just said. I hope he continues to nod at what I'm going to say right now. But all the stars are...
a million right now.
No, but 3 points. Look at the hypocrisy of the Congress. It is hankering for an alliance with DMK. Now, how shameless can one be? It is the same DMK whose chief, the Honorable Chief Minister Stalin, publicly felicitated the terrorist who killed Rajiv Gandhi. Not a whimper from the Congress. What can be more degrading and what can be more denigrating than that? That's point number one. Point number two, Rahul Gandhi tom-toms his Sanatani credentials all over the world. I'm a proud Janeudari Brahmin. What can be more insulting and denigrating that the Congress is absolutely quiet and mum on the fact that their ally wants to eradicate Sanatan Dharma. And the Congress tom-toms about corruption. What can be more denigrating and degrading than the fact that their ally actually took I don't know how many, 600, 700 crores from the same anonymous electoral bonds that Rahul Gandhi said was the greatest scam? These are the three issues. I have noticed Tehseen has stopped nodding at what I was saying. Is he agreeing with me or is he disagreeing with me, Tehseen?
Tehseen.
No, one more I can add to this. The recent film...
I'll answer both together.
The recent film Parashakti was totally bombarding Congress and Indira Gandhi.
Okay. No, but it is a fair point. They are talking about ideological incompatibility as far as the DMK, the Congress is concerned. Please respond to that, Tehseen.
I think what my friend from the BJP is saying is absolutely right. And it is the Congress that recognized the fact that there was a legitimate concern about regional languages and great languages like Tamil, one of the oldest languages in the world, and it stood up to defend the Tamil language, which today is under threat under this current government. But let me come to union government, I mean. Now let me come to the other issues led by my good friend Dr. Anand Ranganathan. For all the contradictions, you may say the Congress is contradicting. Look at the statements of the AIDMK with regards to the Hindu religion, and yet the BJP continues to be in alliance. I am not saying that the Congress is great. The AIDMK itself in the past has made several statements that have been on lines of what the DMK said.
Is that really true? Okay, let's get a quick response on that. Shrikant Karunesh.
No, what he is telling is wrong. ADMK and BJP are very natural now, and we are very focused. We know it is ADMK election now. It's an assembly election, and we are very, I mean, all our consensus are discussed, and we are very positive in the election. And one more important thing I wanted to reply him, because Annamalai is not removed, okay? He is there with all powers in our party. He is making a lot of strategies. And to win an election, no, you have to plan a lot of things. We cannot discuss everything openly. And he is our asset, and he is working very hard for us, along with our President Nainar Nagendranji. Nothing is problematic in our party here.
Okay.
Because try to create some confusion here, which is not possible.
No, but let me ask you a simple question. I'm quoting what has been stated by Edappadi Palaniswamy on the 6th of February 2026. He has said that AIDMK will form a government on its own. AIDMK General Secretary Edappadi Palaniswamy has been quick to speak up the next few hours. I'm reading a news report, and he has said that he's made it clear that the question of a coalition government has no place in the state. So it's the same thing that's happening in the DMK that will happen as far as the AIDMK is concerned.
No, very true, very true. I tell you, because now our focus is to form our alliance government. our the new government, DMK is out, getting out now, and we are going to form our government. Our alliance will come to power. Whether we will be in the power, alliance is in the power, or when we are forming the government, that is the next part. The election results.
Then what's the difference between your alliance and the DMK Congress alliance?
Why you are very much worried now? That is our in-party.
They will say exactly the same thing, sir.
Why should
You are worried about DMK Congress, sir. You are not worried about
The same logic
very clearly.
But the same logic will be used by them.
Yeah.
As a spokesperson of BJP, I am reflecting our president's voice. He said very clearly, this election, we are focused only for forming our government. And Edappadi ji, we want him to become the chief minister. We are focused on that.
Okay. Jagdishwaran wants to respond to you. Yes, Jagdishwaran.
Yeah, see, when he was saying Congress is at the mercy of DMK, it's the same thing. BJP is at the mercy of ADMK. That's what he is saying. There's not much difference. That's what I said. Both the parties, they are not both the Dravidian parties. They are not ready to share power. They are not ready to give more number of seats to the other alliance partners. There is no much difference when it comes to power sharing and seat negotiation between ADMK and DMK. And Karunesh was very angry about Congress DMK alliance, but when it comes to his own party, he says, no, don't ask me, don't tell me about that. So this got double standard, right? That's what I wanted to mean.
Okay, Dr. Nathan.
Fighting for that.
No,
We are not fighting for that.
With due respect to the BJP spokesperson, who's a very dear friend and a very erudite person, I have to ask this point blank. You see, in a lot of other state elections you've seen, Madhav, that have been contested over the last 4 or 5 years, the BJP has had this moniker to sell: vote for double engine, because then you would see progress in state, because the center is going to be, basically intertwined with the state government. Now, the BJP has to come out with a very clear strategy. What are the planks on which they are fighting this election? Because give me 30 seconds. Is it law and order? If it is, then the NCRB data shows that the crime rate, against all categories has stayed the same. It's not deteriorated in the last 5 years in Tamil Nadu. If it is the economy, then the BJP must know that all said and done, the GDP, the debt as a percentage of GDP has actually decreased in the last 5 years, even though the real debt has increased. So economically, in case of law and order, the state is not doing that bad. It could be an emotive issue, whereby, yes, you can bring in Sanatan Dharma disrespect to it, you can bring in the Deepathoon controversy. So it has to be very clear cut. If it wants to contest the election on economy, then it must give out the facts. And it's not giving out those facts. How it must tell how is Tamil Nadu hard done by in the last 5 years.
Okay. Shrikant Karunesh, you want to respond to that?
No. I respect Anandji a lot because he speaks for us. He has given a lot of voices for us. I have taken a lot of notes from his points. But now I totally differ from him because here in Tamil Nadu, the rule of DMK is so bad. People are totally annoyed. I tell you, the verdict is already clear. Every nook and corner, wherever we go, we get a lot of support. And the DMK is working hard to bring BJP and NDA into power. Because all the ministers, they know very well when they enter into the constituencies, people are chasing them out. This is what's happening practically. And they have given 505 promises. Not even 60 they have fulfilled. Ulta, they are telling we have completed 98%. And in many important issues, like giving 1,000 rupees for women voters, because for every ration card they gave. They didn't give it to all women voters. They have fixed some qualification. They said we cannot give it to everybody because some eligibility they have kept for them. And how can they fix eligibility for a family? घर की औरत को क्या eligibility रखना है? औरत बनने के लिए क्या eligibility चाहिए? So in this point, every lady, they are annoyed. Even who are getting and not getting. माँ को मिला, बेटी को नहीं मिला. They are annoyed. So all the ladies are annoyed. Simple thing. For every month, they said we will give electricity bill. Bi-monthly bills are coming. So we are paying heavy payment. So they can't even do that.
Okay,
Nothing
I want Jagdishwaran to respond to that. Is that really a fact? That, gender eligibility norms are under question as far as government schemes are concerned? And if that is true, I don't know the true facts of this. Because if that is true, then that is a very shocking claim that is being made.
Yes.
See, when in 2021, when DMK promised, they said, they would be giving out 1,000 rupees to all the ration card holders. But when the scheme was rolled out in September, like 2 years, after 2 years, they started with only 1 crore. They brought out some eligibility. And now they are covering 1 crore and 31 lakhs. And the CM has promised that they will be covering all the 2 crores in the upcoming days. I don't know how soon it might happen. And they're also planning to increase the amount. Probably when the poll promises comes out, they might increase 2,500 because Edapadi Palaniswamy has already promised for 2,000. But the problem is the same Edapadi Palaniswamy who said this scheme is not at all possible. I don't know how he is now promising 2,000 per month. See, when 2021, when DMK promised 1,000 rupees, he said this will not happen at all. We are in economic crisis. But DMK, at least after 2 years, they started this scheme. Now they are covering 1,31 lakh women. But whereas Edapadi Palaniswamy who said it is not at all possible, now he is now promising 2,000 per month. I don't know who will people believe in. See, there are also other welfare schemes, specifically to college students. They are giving 1,000 rupees to the college students, to girls and boys as well.
Okay.
And there is obviously the free bus scheme. And see, I would say there is anti-incumbency, but there is also pro-incumbency. I would say there is not. I wouldn't say there is complete anti-incumbency everywhere. So the fight and BJP, see, even ADMK was not ready to accommodate BJP because they thought they are actually pulling down the road.
Okay, quick response. Srikanth, quick response and move back to the main subject of debate, which is the rift.
2026.
No. There is no rift between Congress and BJP. We are very, very
No rift between
poised
Congress and BJP.
No, I'm sorry. I'm terribly
That's
sorry.
news to me.
I'm sorry.
At least judging by what I've seen in Parliament this week, is the biggest rift in this country.
There is no rift between ADMK and BJP. I'm terribly sorry because when he was addressing, I took his point and then said.
Just one thing. How many number of seats will BJP contest? How many number of seats is BJP planning to contest in NDA?
Why you are worried now? What is the urgency?
Because that is the subject,
man. You manage your Congress.
No, but that's the same thing that they are demanding. How many seats will Congress contest? You were just asking. So then the counter question will be asked, sir.
It is going down. It's going down. I said from 66, they are pushed to below 20 now.
Is BJP share going up?
Kandipa, it's going to go up.
Is it?
इससे ऊपर जाएगा पहले हम लोग इतना कंटेस्ट किए उससे ज्यादा जाएगा.
How much, sir? How many seats?
इतना ये तो सस्पेंस रखने के लिए दीजिए ना.
That is suspense. That is suspense. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but let me bring in Tehseen on that. Tehseen, but I want to come back to the core issue. Now, what appears to be happening in Tamil Nadu is that there are few leaders. Some of them are members of parliament. Some of them are other people, who are have their own political aspirations, so on and so forth. There's a section of those leaders who are repeatedly raising these issues, despite the fact that they were asked to pipe down. There was a meeting, etc., that was held in Delhi. Yeah. The question is, are these leaders just saying all this to maintain their relevance, to show that they have an option of trying to, either blackmail, cajole, however, threaten the fact that Vijay is around, so we don't need you, we can go ahead. What is really happening? Because isn't that going to hurt the party if just months before the election you have this suspense over the alliance, like we saw in Bihar?
If I don't wear a Congress supporter hat and a political analyst hat, I think in some ways this is the only time for one of the national parties to slightly push it. As you rightly said, both the BJP and the Congress, the Dravidian parties don't share the government weight. And if there is an option where the Congress does feel that without the Congress, the DMK cannot win, there is a legitimate interest in the political party strengthening. Ultimately, Tamil Nadu was governed by Congress for a long time. It does have roots there. They've lost a former prime minister in that state. So I do think that's a welcome move as long as it doesn't destabilize the alliance. And it doesn't seem to destabilize the alliance. The Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu is very clear and he talks about his camaraderie with the Honorable Leader of Opposition. So I think it's a legitimate push and pull which happens in all alliances.
But Congress has not been in power there for the past 5 decades. That's exactly the point that's been made.
Which is why they must do it now. This is the only opportunity where they can slightly... Look, at some point, if they believe, and the Congress legitimately believes, that for the DMK to come in government, the Congress support is crucial, I think they can ask for some amount of...
Is it really that crucial? Dr. Ranganathan, is it really that crucial?
But that's hypothetical, right?
No, we have to go by the numbers before us. The numbers currently don't show that.
So, but numbers that come will be hypothetical. Sorry, doctor.
I'll say what's happening, the situation is on both sides of the aisle, Madhav. You have to realize that it is a coalition of opportunism. It's a coalition of, to paraphrase what the late Dr. Manmohan Singh said, coalition dharma. So this is a coalition or alliance of opportunism and also of convenience. The sad fact is, and this is what I was getting to, the fact of the matter is that if the state has not been managed to the extent that it should be managed, it's not doing that bad at all. I gave you 2 data points, but it can do much better. But for it to do much better, a party has to come out and chart out, we want privatization, we do not want freebies. But both the aisles are promising exactly the same. The BJP, you saw, is promising exactly even more and more freebies, and the DMK is promising more and more freebies. It is the race to the bottom, and that is the problem. People are confused about who to choose from. There is no distinct choice.
All right, quick response. Quick response, Tehseen.
Achha.
No, in fact, I agree with Dr. Ranganathan. When I heard the BJP representative speaking, all their promises seem to be trying to emulate what the DMK Congress alliance is doing and go one step further. The only problem with that promises is that's already been delivered with DMK Congress, and they will do it one step further. Now, how are you going to stop the DMK Congress on the eve of the election if they give 10,000 rupees hypothetically to women? How are you going to stop them? Because you've done that in Bihar. The election commission can't stop them now. How are you going to stop them when they give the 2 crore women 3,000 rupees or 2,500 rupees and they say, look, we fulfilled the promise, we'll give more. So the BJP has no ideas. It is stuck to the AIDMK. The Congress is trying to carve out its niche, but I do believe the DMK Congress...
Okay, quick response. Quick response from Srikanth Karunesh.
Yeah, see, DMK has failed in all their promises. What he's telling, from the 1,000 rupees to women, education loan they didn't waive, jewel loan they didn't waive, NEET exam they said in one signature we will waive it off, and power tariff they said they will bring it down. There is a big scam which happened in toilet, in the toilets, public toilets, around 1,000 crore scam has happened. Day one Western classes maintenance cost is 800 rupees in Tamil Nadu. Government is paying.
All right.
People are aware of all these things. So they know how much they have looted. Every hill, every mines and minerals are looted in Tamil Nadu.
All right.
DMK will not win this time. And BJP...
Let's leave it there. The debate on who's done development, not done development, the lack of it, or there's anti-incumbency, pro-incumbency will of course continue through the course of the elections. But what is quite striking is the kind of, different notes that are coming out between coalition allies in the run-up to this particular assembly poll. Srikanth Karunesh, Dr. Anand Ragnathan, Jagdishwaran, Tehseen Poonawala, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. In fact, Dr. Ragnathan will stay with us for debate number 2.